Hello there everybody and welcome to this thing that I'm doing, which is apparently called a video. And today I just want to talk about something which has been on my mind for a very long time, and that is that television shows have been getting shorter and shorter over the last decade, and I can't stand it. So why is this? And why does everyone seem to be okay with the state that television is currently finding itself in? TV shows used to have seasons consisting of 20 to 30 episodes, and the sweet spot used to be 24 to 25. It was very common for television shows to hit their 100th episode in their third or fourth seasons, but of course there were exceptions to this. HBO, for example, would often create shows with 10 or 12 episode seasons, and it also wasn't uncommon for networks like the BBC to make 6 to 10 episode shows, like the original UK version of The Office, which had just 7 episodes in each of its 2 seasons. It used to be that shows of this length were referred to as mini-series, but now it's rare to find a series over 10 episodes per season. And the last couple of years in particular, 5 to 7 episode seasons are even starting to be normalized. Yeah, we're at a point now that what was once a mini-series is now becoming the standard. The XFiles is a perfect example of this. In its original run from 1993 to 2002, the lowest amount of episodes in a season was 20 and the highest was 25. When the show was brought back for its revival in 2016, which was terrible by the way, the show was only given 6 and 10 episodes in its final 2 seasons. Now, that may be a bit unfair, as you could argue the first season being only 6 episodes was because there was uncertainty around the popularity of the show, given its 8-year hiatus from popular culture since the I Want to Believe film in 2008, but the second season only being given 10 episodes is proof that this wasn't a major factor and that networks really do see 10 episodes as the standard today. The Star Wars Clone Wars show was another good example. When the show started in 2008, it ran for 5 seasons, of which the first 4 were 22 episodes each, then season 5 was 20, and season 6 aired in 2014 with 13 episodes, but this was because Disney cancelled the show after the Lucasfilm buyout, and they just released what was finished before the show was cancelled. But in 2020, however, Disney brought the show back for a final season on Disney+, and they only commissioned 12 episodes. The Mandalorian launched in 2019, and each of its 3 seasons consists of just 8 episodes, The Book of Boba Fett is just 7 episodes, and the Obi-Wan Kenobi show is just 6 episodes. They even released a show called Tales of the Jedi, which consists of 6 10-minute episodes each. Yeah, 10 minutes. So basically the entire show is just 1 episode. It's not much better on the Marvel side of things either. WandaVision was 9 episodes, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Hawkeye, Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Secret Invasion, they're all just 6 episodes each. And now the new Echo show, which is coming out in January and does look really good, is a mere 5 episodes. Another issue that's come about in recent years is not only that we're getting shorter seasons, but the episodes themselves are much shorter too. It used to be in the old days that a full hour of television would be around 40 to 45 minutes of content and 15 to 20 minutes of advertisement. HBO shows would typically give us 55 to 60 minutes of content. The hope with streaming services when they first arrived was that because there would be no advertisements due to having to pay a fee to access the service, that every episode they produced would be a full hour, or at the very least we expected the standard 40 to 45 minutes of content, but without the ads. And to be fair, in the beginning this was very much the case with shows like Breaking Bad, which did give us the full hour. But in reality, overall, we don't really get anything close to that. Sure, there are some shows that do actually give us the full 45 or 60-minute episodes as I just referred to, but often we are given episodes of just 35 minutes or closer to 30. And not to mention, all of these streaming services include the credit sequences in the runtime, so often the actual content we get is much shorter than the official numbers that are given. Take for example episode 3 of the recently aired Ahsoka show, which was just a mere 34 minutes and 50 seconds. And without the credit sequences, it's just 31 minutes and 8 seconds. So what gives? One of the arguments I've seen people make in favour of these short seasons is that they think that this means there won't be any filler episodes that longer season shows are often plagued with. Now, whilst I agree that one of the big issues with the old 20+ episode format was that the filler episodes were rife, and there really is nothing worse than waiting a whole week for your favourite show only to realise that what you're about to watch for the next hour is just filler. The infamous Nikki and Paolo episode from Lost still sticks in my mind all these years later. But are we really still pretending that these short season shows aren't still rife with them either? I mean, at least in terms of percentages, by all means, if shorter seasons meant that we get rid of filler episodes forever, then maybe I'd get on board. But it doesn't. Time and time again, we are still stuck with episodes that do little to further the plot and now stand out much worse than filler episodes did in longer season, as now there is such little time to tell the story as it is that just sticks in your face so much more that we're wasting time here and we don't have time for this. I, for one, just really miss the days of 20+ episode seasons and full-length episodes on a consistent basis. I really hope that they do make a return one day, but that's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll read every single one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.